yeah, what could have happened? Oh my God, what did you do? Ba, 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 and shot a hole into the ceiling. You put 2 rounds of 500 Magnum into obviously a new shooter.
I know why it went off twice.
These videos always end up like this, and it pisses me off. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Zedra, and I love to shoot a lot of guns, also love to fish, but I've been getting a lot of requests lately to do another firearm fails breakdown video. So not too long ago, we did a female firearm fails. This time, we're going to do men firearm fails. Y'all thought you were gonna get away, didn't you? I have a lot of hilarious, dangerous, and scary, sketchy firearm fails from the dudes. Let's get started, shall we? All right, right off the rip, we got to start with one of my most favorite firearm fail videos. I understand that it could have been extremely dangerous in this situation. However, it's because of the guy's arrogance and because he is a firearm instructor is what makes this funny.
Bring your hand underneath the trigger guard and roll your palms together. So both your hands.
Okay, right off the rip, he says, he's telling them how to hold the gun, right? But then immediately almost flags the dude or the student right next to him in the face. Let's watch that again.
Bring your hand underneath the trigger guard and roll your palms together. So both your hands are going to sit on the left-hand side of the pistol. You're going to lock out both your arms. You're going to push with your right and pull with your left. Focus on that front sight tip. Now, if you want on this 44 Magnum, you can shoot it single action.
Okay. Revolvers, right? You have single action and double action. Now, the difference between single action and double action is with single action, you have to pull the hammer back and then pull the trigger in order for the gun to go off. And with double action, it allows the user to either pull the trigger for the gun to go off, or you can pull back on the hammer and then pull the trigger.
Action. Now, if you want on this 44 Magnum, you can shoot it single action. A nice light trigger pull.
Did you mean to do that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you can clearly tell this guy is extremely uncomfortable with what just happened just based off his body movement. Like he scared himself. He literally was like, oh God, what did I just do? I'm an embarrassment. I just did that in front of everybody, and tried to play it off like he knew what he was doing. But in reality, he pulled the freaking trigger and the gun went off. He almost shit his pants, and everyone else around him too.
Single action. A nice light trigger pull.
Did you mean to do that?
Yeah.
I must say it humbled his ass really quick because he put that gun down and was so embarrassed. What an idiot. That's one of my favorite ones. I just had to get that one out of the way. The next video I came across was a guy who said that it was his first time shooting. That time I tried going shooting. Unfortunately, whoever gave them this gun, I don't know how they wouldn't assume that this was going to happen. This is kind of something we talked about in the women firearm fails video. They gave him a pistol grip shotgun, as you can see. And before we play this, I mean, I can already assume what's going to happen, especially if it's your first time shooting. There's no stock for you to secure it into your shoulder. You can't weld your cheek down into it to where you can actually shoot and hit your target. And as you can see, probably the guy that is behind him, he looks like he might know how to shoot, but he's the one that has the gun that a newbie should probably be shooting.
Hey.
Oh my God, no. Okay. All right. So right off the rip, he looks pretty confident. I will say he has a really good stance. However, he closes his eyes when he goes to pull the trigger. He took his eyes off of the prize. I feel like, oh God, they just totally set this guy up for failure. And then it smashes him in the freaking nose. I'm surprised his nose isn't bleeding right now, because watching this in slow motion, I mean, his nose gets completely smashed. Let's watch this again. God. And then the barrel sweeps over his face on top of it. So that could have been really dangerous. Thank God another round didn't go off, because that would have definitely blown his face off. And the guy behind him, let me pause it right here. He's just like, holy shit, that just freaking happened. No shit, that happened, dude. If you guys wouldn't have just I don't know, hilt your boy out, made him not look like an idiot. Unless he chose that gun to shoot, then that was his decision. And this potential suicide is on him. I just like near the end how they're both covering their mouth. Like, oh my God.
What do we say to the god of death?
Not the day.
I said before that only 8% of my subscribers are watching my videos. We've gone up to 11%. So thank y'all so much for doing that. All you have to do is hit the notification bell. However, that's not enough. You need to go into the app on your phone and make sure you go into YouTube, go to my channel and click on the notification bell that way so you get notified anytime I drop a video. But let's get those numbers up. We're making a small climb to more subscribers watching my content. That way you guys aren't missing anything. So thank y'all. Okay, so I want to apologize for the music for this one. They put some music over top of this video, but I need to show you guys this video anyway, because if you've been to an indoor range, sometimes you can look at the ceiling and say, holy crap, there are holes in the ceiling. Someone did that. So here's a video of someone doing that.
Dump the Glock, show me it works.
Okay, I'm just going to pause it real quick because first of all, I don't think this guy hit the target once. Just throwing that out there.
Just be patient till them come, and you can't come around the spot unless you trying to purchase some.
So I guess the guy goes to see if he ran the gun dry, meaning did he completely mag dump all of the ammo? Well, this idiot decided to leave his finger on the trigger, and doing so, shot a hole into the ceiling.
Patient till them come, and you can't come around the spot.
And then even after he shot a hole in the ceiling with his finger on the trigger, he still continued to have his finger on the trigger. This is the point where I like to bring up my firearm safety video, which you can see here. In other words, don't put your finger on the freaking trigger unless you are ready to fire your gun. So there's one prime example of how those holes get there in the ceiling at indoor ranges. All right. This one made me laugh. You want to know why? Just because he went full-blown gangster style, just ba 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 ba. And I bet you can guess what happened.
I ain't hit a damn thing. You ain't hit shit.
It be like this sometimes, bro.
Okay, I do want to point out, however, I will say that over these many years of me shooting, I've come to find out that when you are shooting with one hand, it's actually naturally better to kind of cant the gun a little bit to the side. Not full bone like ba 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 ba. Okay, like naturally point your finger. What does your hand want to do? It's kind of canted to the side. Now have your finger pointed out like this, put a gun in there, and well, you're kind of shooting a little canted. It's more unnatural and applies more muscle and more strain, and it's a little more exhausting to shoot dead straight on like this versus more relaxed and just having a natural cant to shooting single-handed. I've actually done a video on this many years ago. I should probably do another one when I'm actually at the range. I was actually more accurate with more of a cant, so something maybe you should try. Also, I want to thank Mantis for sponsoring today's video. What is Mantis, you might ask? A data-driven little piece of technology that you can attach to your firearm. It analyzes every single shot that you take and analyzes the data to present to you with what you did wrong and how you can improve. They say that 94% of shooters actually improve after using the Mantis X for just 20 minutes. I know a lot of people out there are like, dry firing isn't really necessary because it doesn't give you the natural feeling of live fire because you don't have the recoil. Cool thing about the Mantis X is you can attach it to your pistol so that you can do dry fire, but you can also do live fire. So you can take it to the range and it will give you data on what you're doing wrong while shooting live fire. So you are getting that feedback, seeing how your body's reacting and what you are doing when you are shooting live fire when you do get the recoil. This little piece of technology and data connects to an app on your phone that you can review, and the cool thing about that is it gives you a variety of drills to choose from, so you're never really bored when you go to the range. It is compatible with 99% of firearms, so if you're concerned that it won't fit for yours, they always have different variations to where that they can get it to fit your firearm. So be a part of that 94% of shooters that have improved just from using the Mantis X. Click on the link below or head to mantisx.com to check it out. Okay, so anytime I see someone shooting the Smith & Wesson 500 Magnum, these videos always end up like this, and it pisses me off. You should not load more than one round, period, to a new shooter until they're comfortable with the firearm to prevent any kind of NDs or accidents, especially when it is a 500 Magnum.
Hold that bitch. Go ahead. Oh my God.
All right, so it went by so fast that it looked like to me that he only shot it once. However, the guy who's filming said you shot it twice.
Hold that bitch. Go ahead. Oh my God. it twice.
How'd that bitch go off twice?
Let's slow it down a little bit. It goes by so fast, you'll miss it. But you could tell it goes off once and then goes off again and into the ceiling. I just love how the RO comes up like, oh yeah, what could have happened? Oh my God, what did you do? You put 2 rounds of 500 Magnum into obviously a new shooter. There's been so many instances where people have shot it in the second round, boom, right in the face. You could have died. The shooter fail. Uncontrolled recoil led to 2 freaking trigger pulls on this. I just read a comment on that and I'm like, yeah, this is actually, I mean, it went by so fast. I didn't think this was 2 rounds going off.
Hold that bitch. Go ahead, go ahead. Oh my God. He shot it twice.
How'd that bitch go off twice?
I know why it went off twice. And obviously we can't have a firearm fail video if we don't have somebody getting scoped. However, this guy got really lucky because, well, he's wearing glasses. I also want to note that this is a 45-70 and he is really close to that scope.
Holy fuck, his glasses flew off! They broke in half! They broke in half!
Oh my gosh. I need to watch this again.
He's sadistic Holy fuck, his glasses flew off!
Dude, you can see the look on this guy's face. He is not enjoying that moment at all. Usually people are like, oh my God, aha, this is the reaction. He has no reaction. This dude is emotionless. He is clearly either really embarrassed, upset, or pissed. This could have been avoided. His glasses are now broken half, and this dude is just obviously not having it. Honestly, I don't know how indoor gun ranges do this, where they give people the opportunity to shoot a full auto machine gun, and they have an RO there to make sure you're safe. However, some people just can't control a full auto machine gun, and it gets away from them, and then you get this. Like, dude, it takes 2 ROs to save this guy. I almost feel like he should have dropped the gun because there is an RO in front of this guy. First of all, this RO is way too close to the muzzle. I understand he's trying to help him, but he's standing in front of him. If I was an RO, I want to be behind somebody if they're shooting full auto. Jeez, dude. Oh my gosh. I mean, this poor guy is probably never going to ever shoot a gun ever again after this experience. And honestly, if I was an RO, I'd quit. I feel like ROs have the most dangerous job. All right, so I did a little more research on the video we just reacted to. That AK actually malfunctioned to full auto, and it looks like it ran away. It just started taking off. So let me show you this video. It's a longer version of what we have.
K-47 malfunctions to full auto.
Right, so he shot it once, boom. Now this makes sense why the RO was so close up front. He wasn't intentionally shooting full auto. It malfunctioned. So watch, he shoots once, and then he goes to pull the trigger again for a second shot, goes in full auto. I do commend this guy for keeping it downrange. You... Okay, yeah, I watched really closely. He didn't flip the switch. Nothing went to full auto. He did not change anything. He just went to pull the trigger again to shoot a second shot. And it freaking goes full auto and runs away from him. Holy crap. And you can tell that he's just like, get rid of the gun. But wow, I'm glad I looked into this a little bit more. All right, so there's a pretty popular clip that went around the internet. And actually, it ended up on the news many times. There is a indoor gun range in Texas. Now, if you watch, this guy has a gun in his hand. It's a pistol. He's pulling his phone out and he's going to take a selfie until he goes to aim the gun at his buddy to take a picture. Look how fast his RO is at that, though. I mean, I will freaking bravo to that RO. He moved so fast to get that gun out of that guy's hand. Dude, I was just saying how ROs have the most dangerous job, but this dude, he's killing it out here. No pun intended. I know. Let's watch the rest of this. So he puts his hand, grabs his wrist, puts the gun down, grabs him by the back, and then kicks them out. This was in Houston, Texas. He pulls the mag out and he clears the gun, sets it back down. This guy was freaking awesome. That was a really good range officer that day. So many idiots, I swear.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell?
And last but not least, I just needed to post this one because I got a good chuckle out of it. This guy, just wait. I've never done that. I've never seen anyone do this.
Private, you want to know why your weapon's not shooting right now? Because your magazine is upside down.
He put his mag in upside down and then goes to put it in backwards.
The magazine is, there you go.
And finally gets it in right. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're so doomed. I will say, sometimes when I'm not paying attention, I've definitely put my mag in backwards, but I have yet to put it upside down. Oh man. And that is a wrap for this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Leave a comment below on what you thought. If there are any other videos that you would like me to see or break down, send them to me on Twitter. I also have a Discord, which I'm going to leave a link to my Discord below as well. And thank y'all so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.